Yeah, we're gonna finish off the Tragically Hip documentary. And then I might, because someone said you should watch the last show of this tour. Maybe I'll do that as well at some point. But yeah, anyway, let's go.
Sounded awesome, Gordon. Good to see you guys.
Performance, technically.
That was a lot of work.
I had a lot of. I thought we were on our way. The first chorus, first 8, it was pretty great. 8. And then I came back.
I found Coffee Girl the hardest. It is hard. So did I. It is fucking hard. It's hard. It's not just cruising altitude. It's just like there's these little breaks. And then you gotta just ride it the whole way. I thought Struggle was really good, but the Coffee Girl was good. We did it.
Thank you so very much.
Nice. Thank you.
You're awesome.
Every Canadian tour, Toronto blows up. There's a big blowout, and then you get the down. And I thought, how do we find our way back in Kingston? What happens if we get dark? All of us in Kingston.
That's a good bus or good lorry.
We had an intention of keeping the band protected. And so we weren't looking at the news, and we didn't really talk about the larger things happening. how do you talk about it in a way that is not gonna break everyone down?
Now you'll have to tell me when it's imminent, so you won't have to rise and fall alone, or endure the wonder of survival, the wipeout loss, the elation of free fall, the rock bottom of sweet betrayal, alone.
Kingston's always a tough one. There's so many friends and family. You're getting pulled in a million different directions.
I love it there. I love it. It's a hard place to play, though. It's our hometown, so everybody has their own various dramas going on when you're playing home, be it making sure that grandma gets to the show and this sister can't sit beside this sister. And so I think the distractions of playing a hometown gig made playing that gig that much easier.
It was looming. The filming of this, the fact that it was going to be on TV, all of it, I don't know why it was bothering me. But there was more of a heaviness, and it wasn't necessarily because this is it for this tour and possibly beyond. I don't know what it was. It probably is all the things I just denied that what it was. You know, just the heaviness of it.
I have to say, it's kind of good watching this and hearing his friends kind of talk about it. 'Cause like I say, my mate, yeah, he's basically going through the same thing. I think he had like 36 tumors on his brain or something. But it's like, I understand what they're saying. It's like an overshadowing thing that's kind of always there, but you don't want to keep acknowledging it all the time. But then, like, it's kind of weird because I've had it. Yeah, my mate literally asked me on the phone if I'd carry his coffin. Do you know what I mean? It's you like you have a conversation with him and it's like talking to him regular, but then yeah, there is that overshadowing thing, and it gets kind of, you don't, because drawing attention to things is yeah, it's kind of, it's hard, but yeah, so this is kind of good to watch at the minute because I kind of can relate.
The shows themselves, they all built with time and energy and time. Just so at Kingston it was like, look at all the cameras, look at all the hoopla, isn't this awesome?
Bit of a breather, we can skip to the practical part. we can skip to the time of neither. When we're together,
420 communities are holding events like this across Canada right now. There are going to be millions of people.
It's kind of good, Nala. Will you piss off? It's not playtime. Stop being bare gel. But yeah, it's kind of good seeing this one. Like I say, it's good seeing it at the end. But you see all the people, and I kind of feel like, although I've only done like a small portion of their tracks, Nala, go away, go away. You're too big, and you don't want to come up anyway. You just being annoying. Yes, all right. You don't want to sit on here, but we'll try. Oh, it's too big, girl. Sit down then. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, because obviously I watch the festival of them when there's like a handful of people in there. And then to see it like this, do you know what I mean? Like you said, all the kind of hoopla around this band, but it's kind of weird seeing it like in the end and kind of in their beginning when there's literally like 10 people just sat at a festival watching them. But yeah, let's go.
Watching this concert that we're about to see tonight, one of the most important bands of the last 30 years in our country. I really hope you
Honestly, I don't know how to take this moment. I don't know whether this is a celebration or a goodbye or a tribute or a chance for one big cathartic cry or a triumphal moment of how extraordinary this cultural force that is the Tragically Hip has been and will be.
say thanks for sharing this with us.
It's as close an articulation of the undefinable about our country as anything else could be.
And they grew up with us.
They are our band, and we are their fans.
They're just a piece of where we're from.
There'll never be another band like that.
Canada's favorite barbecue band, garage band, house band, club band, rock band, arena band, and outdoor festival band.
It just wasn't a good weekend if we didn't have some hip playing.
Man, that reminds me of a hip lyric. Like the mastery of their craft, like how good they are.
Concert number 44 for me.
We really wanted to be a part of this Canadian historical musical moment.
It's folk music. He sings about stuff we all understand. Like I'm from Bob Cajun.
They sing about home.
Youth, vibrancy, Canada, pride.
They're Tom Thompson-ness, Algonquin Park-esque.
Driving in my car, blasting Cordelia.
I was in labor with my second child. I had to drive myself to the hospital listening to the hip. It's taught my kids about Canadian stories.
Sit nicely or you're going down.
We're very lucky that he's decided to do this and give this gift to all his fans.
Thank you so much.
My hat off to you there, Gord Downey.
We love these guys, and we're going to miss them a lot.
right.
I grew up in the 60s. That was the great question. What's a Canadian? What's a Canadian identity? How do we define ourselves?
Too heavy for that now.
I think we still haven't figured it out.
It is a concert. There it is. Look at the size of the crowd. In Kingston, this is at Springer Market Square. So many people gather.
Hold on, I just got to sort her out. She's being annoying. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, let's go.
To see the live concert of the Tragically Hip. The venue itself holds about 6,000 people. Organizers were expecting that there would be 25,000 people in the square. It looks like there might even be more than that in Kingston.
There's something about a really good straight-ahead rock band who you can hear playing at a bar somewhere, but there's a kind of an honesty in what they do. And then you put this crazy poet in front of them.
That's what I've been saying, literally.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Canadian, but I'd like it to be.
So, won't lay it on me?
Yeah. Before we get over here, this is the stage.
I'm loving the joystick.
Will you tie these?
Yes.
For me?
Yes.
Right? I just got a phone call from Bobby Orr the other day, and that was, he'd been tipped off by my godfather. Give Gord a call. It took like about 3 seconds, as if we'd always known each other. How you doing? What's going on? I was like, I'm telling what countless people have told him, just like you are. I'm really grateful just to hear your voice, just to be able to say, I love you. Which, I did. I love you. And it was quiet there for a second, because he's not going to say, I love you too, Gord. He might have, though. I should remember. I love you too, maybe. I don't care. Yeah, in my mind he did. I love you too, Gord.
through a bunch of dancers. Quickly follow the unknown with something more familiar. Quickly, something familiar. Courage, my word, doesn't matter. Sleepwalk, so fast asleep in a motel that has a lay of home, and piss on all of your background, and piss on all your surroundings. Courage, my word, doesn't matter. Courage, your word doesn't matter. Courage, my word doesn't matter. Courage, you couldn't have come at a worse time.
Final show. However many millions of people.
So simple.
And I'm just so unaware of
Something important.
stuff that would have in the past just made me so nervous as a camera's here. And I was having none of those sensations.
And you're the human.
But then I realized, like, I haven't said anything. And then I thought, okay, I just need to remember. What do I need? I gotta remember these two words. First Nations.
Under pressure. I never answer. Courage, my word doesn't matter. Courage, your word doesn't matter. Courage, my word didn't come, it doesn't matter. Courage, you couldn't have come at a worse time. You couldn't have come at a worse time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, the Prime Minister, for coming to our show. Who cares about the people way up north that we were trained our entire lives to ignore? Trained our entire lives to hear not a word of what's going on up there. But what's going on up there ain't good. And we're going to get it fixed. But we got the guy to do it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for listening to that.
Didn't turn out to be a bit of a tyrant, that Prime Minister. He's wow.
we'd climb a tree, and maybe then we'd talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, illusions of someday, casting a golden light, no dress rehearsal, this is our life. And that's where the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream with revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. Stare in the morning shroud, and then the day began. I tilted your cloud, you tilted my hand. Rainbows in real time, and rain fell through the night. No dress rehearsal, this is our life. And that's when the hornet stung me, and I had a serious dream, revenge and doubt. Tonight we smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. 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 And disappointing news can be there.
I received a letter from a musician, a guy based out of Philadelphia. He followed the band for years, and he watched the last concert by himself, and he bawled his eyes out. And he said that rock and roll and bands are like hot air balloons that go up. And they, you know, if you're really lucky, you get up into the jet stream and you travel really far and you see a lot. But at the end, you're going to come crashing down. There's always a bad end for a band. He said, I've never seen a band, especially after a 30-year journey, land the balloon safely. They landed the balloon, and it was glorious. And everyone was there to cheer when they landed.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. They really are superstars because from like the shots of the audience, you've seen every age, every kind of type of person, like different types of people and different ages, like even down to that little kid. Like they are superstars, or are superstars in Canada, and it's kind of crazy. They are huge. And another thing I was going to say is kind of a bit like tagging on to what he just said. These are all obviously people that love God down here, and obviously it's a sad occasion, but it shows you what music, the power of music to make like everyone having, even though it's a sad thing, it's people were having a good time, and even Gord Downey is, and I think him having that good time as well is just makes you people kind of feel like it's okay to have a good time. But yeah, that's another thing of how kind of just everybody is loving it. Everyone's having the time of their life.
On behalf of Robbie, Paul, and Gordy and Johnny, on behalf of all the men and women of the crew, thank you very much. It's a night that disappears. And they captured it on a lot of stuff, but it still disappears. And that's okay too.
Deference to the crowd and our crew and all our friends and everybody else that helped immeasurably to make it what it was. When it comes down to time to walk up the stairs and go on stage, it's just us. I got you. I'm there with you. It'll all be good, you know, and if it's not good, it'll be crappy together. It's good being in a band.
The music will carry on. I mean, people sit around campfires and play our tunes, you know, all over the country. That's a real band.
Hopefully Gord lasts for a long, long time. But we had a great 30-plus year run. And maybe it was a celebration of, look what this band did.
Very grateful for all these little things. My God. Over the years, just try to, I don't know, to bring it home. Looking at people all in the eye made it kind of clear why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're meeting for a second. And then we're moving on.
Nala! Such a pain in the arse.
And it did feel like we're all in this river, just...
No, that wasn't common play. Yeah, that was well good. Yeah. I think definitely gonna have to watch that. Someone did actually say that in the comments. You should do the last show of the last tour kind of thing. So yeah, I think I definitely will jump on that. But then also Scott sent me a load more, I think. I've got some patrons that have sent me some more Tragically Hip, just tracks or live performances or whatever. So I will get back to them when I am properly back. But like I say, I'm still kind of half decorating, half, yeah, sorting my life out basically. So I'm away from recording properly. But yeah, it was a great documentary, and like I say, just makes me. Can you get off my clothes, please? Yeah, you big lump. Yeah. Yeah, fire. And again, just great tunes. And the guitar player, he's fast becoming one of my favorite guitar players. He's actually fire. That acoustic bit he done was just, and then the switch over onto the electric. Yeah, definitely need to do the live performance of that because that was but a great doc and quite a, even as well, like quite jokey. Gord Downey was kind of all the way through it, very playful and um, yeah, yeah, that's fire, no fire. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.